All right, we've shown some neat things with box design and box help, but there's one thing about screens I sort of neglected to show you, so I'll show you now. We go into the customer screen. Let's go to screen 0. Just this line, I mentioned the graphic line, and I said I could draw another graphic line by pressing F7 and pressing the left arrow and going over this side of the screen and down, and then pressing D for draw. And that draws me a line. But let's say just for whatever reason I want to draw a line right here, and I don't want to do it with the draw line. I can press F9 to turn on graphics mode. All right, and then the 0 key is a horizontal line, and the period becomes a vertical line. So in other words, if you want to physically draw a vertical line of your own, you could press a period, go down, press a period, go down, and press a period, etc. Okay. Now let's say we're going across here. We want to draw something across. If I press the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, see what that does? That chops that line in half. Well, what if I wanted a cross there? In other words, let's say I wanted sort of a picture frame with a couple things in it. Let me delete out here, and I'll update again. And I'm going to go down here in the middle. Let's say I wanted to do a picture frame, like four windows with a little cross in the middle or something like that. Okay, let me go over here. All right, I want to, because I will turn on graphics mode by pressing F9, and you see a little lighted button comes on. It says graphics mode. Now the keypad, by hitting different things on the keypad and the 0, again the 0 is horizontal and this period is vertical, but using the keypad gives me all sorts of graphic lines, like the top left part of a box would be the 7 key. See, well, I got to turn on the keypad first. Okay, let's go down here. I had my numlock off, so you have to have numlock on so that's locked into numbers. Now, if I press the 7 key, I get the top part of a box. You see how that's a quarter part of a box? And if I were to press the 9 key, that would be the top left corner of a box. Correct? And let's go down here. And if I were to press the 1 key, I get the bottom left corner. And over here, the 3 key, you see? Now let's really go on in the middle. How about the 5 key, which is the middle of the numpad? I'm going to press 5. See how I got a cross right there? Now I'm over here. If I press the 6 key, I get that much. And here's the 4 key. And over down here, this is the 2 key. And you guessed it, this is the 8 key. See how I made all the parts of a window frame. And of course you could make it bigger by doing, if you wanted to put a bottom, let's say put a bottom frame there, and then a bunch of lines here, and then put a 3 to draw the upper one. Then you hit this period for a vertical line, and we'll go up with the arrow, hit another vertical line. Then up here I'll start to put the 9. See, I'm drawing a box all of my own. That's, all of my own design. I can put an 8 here and a 0, and then I can go fill these in and so forth. And I can put fields here. Now down here, I wouldn't want to put a vertical bar. I'd want to put a bottom T, which would be the 2, the bottom part. Think of the numpad down here, and all of these sections are the numbered parts of the numpad. So in other words, just like it's opposite of a phone. It's more like an adding machine numpad where it's 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4, 5, 6, and then we have 7, 8, and 9. So each one of those keys in this mode does that. So you can graphically, it's very nice. Let's say you already have a box drawn, and for some reason you get some part of the box gets unscrewed. Everything else about this construction is the way you want it. So what you do is you can, in this case, just turn on the graphics key mode and just press zeros to fill in that little bit. Or you can also still do it with box mode. You can press F7 here, go over past the broken space, and press a D to draw a line. But both modes are useful. Being in this graphics mode, that's a toggle. F9 turns it off. Now you'll see that instead of getting, the parts of the box, I'm going to get a 7 and an 8 and a 9, and these are 4, 5, 6. This is essentially the keys that make the graphics. Okay. So you get to draw graphics all on your own. And if you press F10 and you go to help, there is a screen somewhere in here that's going to show you that stuff. I think I have to break out of here. let's see, I'm not sure where you see this, but you will see it in here somewhere. Talks about the parts of the screen. I haven't looked at this in a very long time, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere. That it'll show you the screen and what you can draw with the screen, with the numpad keys, parts of it. It also showing a lot of, there we go. Here's the places which is showing you essentially the top T, the 8, and the 7s, the corner, and so forth. And you can put these, all these graphics can go into reverse video too, so you can reverse video lines and graphics and so forth. Very, very fun to draw screens with this stuff, and sometimes useful. Sometimes it's just wasting your time. But by setting things off with boxes and graphics and reverse video, you can make screens very pleasant to use for your users.